What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kwan Sibion. Back with another motherfucking reaction video. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Today I'm going to be reacting to a video that I've seen on my recommendations. The title of the video is called The Rapper Who Ate His Roommate. And when I seen the title of this video, I was like, what? I'm like, oh, I was so curious to know who was in. I ain't want to watch it by myself, so I decided I want to watch it with you guys, and for y'all can get my genuine reaction, because this shit is fucking crazy, bro. Like, who ate who? I'm trying to figure out who ate their roommate. But let's get straight to this video, you know what I'm saying? If you like the video, give a thumbs up. If you don't, give a thumbs down, because I know why. I really don't care. Just until you want to see more reaction videos from me or any other videos from me. Make sure you guys go on my channel, check out my videos, and do my videos one more time. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? Get subscribed. Let's get straight into this video. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on. Let me try to start this little screen record real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait for it. Damn. It just threw me off. Text me and shit. Let's get it.
Horrorcore, a subgenre of hip-hop where rappers will take their lyrics, imagery, and messaging to the darkest brinks that they can possibly imagine. At times, this genre gives us some hard-hitting, intense storytelling that is both effective and artistic. Other times, it can be a bit gimmicky and seem more like a competition to say the most messed up thing possible, even if it means nothing. However,
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. In my head, the industry it's evil, bro. I'm telling you, in the industry is very demonic. And it's so crazy. I'm not even surprised though. The industry is being demonic for decades now, bro. It's that people be saying like these demonic ass messages in they music and shit. It be so fucking outrageous, bro. Like, what the fuck has music has come? You know, it's especially rap music, bro. I remember back in the day, like in the '90s and '80s, when I was younger, I used to uplift and shit. But now it's crazy, bro. Like when the 2000s and late '90s hit, that's when shit started to get evil and shit, bro. This shit's crazy, bro. Let's go watch this video.
there's another category of horrorcore that has made the genre as controversial as it is, and that's when artists actually do the things that they are rapping about. Today we'll be talking about Big Lurch, an artist whose crime was more intense and disturbing than anything he ever rapped about.
Wait, Big Lurch? I never heard his ass before. He must have been a local rapper from the city or something. Let's watch this video.
That included Class A drug use, murder, and actual cannibalism. This crime
shit. Damn, so he was off the drugs. I'm telling you, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Them drugs that people be taking, that shit carries spirits, bro. It carries negative energy. Like drugs and shit. It's like our body is like it's a vessel. And drugs and stuff, it's like, I'm not gonna say spirits, but it's like it's energy. You know what I'm saying? In order to move the body, is through energy, because I'm not gonna lie, we are all our energy. You know what I'm saying? And drugs carries negative energy that will make people do negative things. But what else I'm gonna say is that this kind of reminds me of something that happened back in 2012. I don't know if you guys remember this. A man who ate another man's face. Hold on. Man who ate another man's face. Okay. Yes. This right here. If y'all remember this back in 2012, a man was eating a man's face because he was off them drugs. I think he was off acid and shit. This what this story can remind me of, bro. When I first saw the title, I instantly thought about this shit. When the man ate the man's face in Florida. This happened 2012. I remember this shit. damn, it was damn near 10 years ago when this shit happened, and the police shot him dead. And when I tell you, them drugs take over your body, bro. It's like a negative energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the reason why they put drugs into the communities is to destroy us, bro, as people, bro, to make us lose our mind, bro. That's why our community is so fucked up right now because the government supply these drugs and fucked up the whole communities, bro. They don't give a fuck about us, bro. It's deeper than that, bro. But yeah, I know I'm getting off topic, but let's get straight back to this video. All right, let's get back to it full screen.
Overshadowed the career of Big Lurch, so unlike other episodes where we dive deep into their musical career, we're instead going to cover that briefly before jumping right into this insane case, because trust me, there is more than meets the eye when it comes to the case of Big Lurch. Antron Singleton was born on the 15th of September 1976 in Fort Worth, Texas. He had an early interest in poetry, but in the 80s, this turned into a passion for hip-hop and he started rapping under the alias G Spade. This would later become Big Lurch because of how tall he was, standing at around 6'6" in size. In retrospect, Lurch had a lot of success in the 90s from an underground perspective, and he wasn't even really doing horrorcore at the time. He started collaborating with the likes of E40, RBL Posse, Mystical, and Too Short. Many of these artists are still well known today and had a huge impact on the hip-hop scene in the 90s, specifically in the West Coast. Big Lurch wasn't as well known as some of his contemporaries, but he was right there with them, collaborating, networking, and rubbing shoulders with some of hip-hop's biggest names. On top of this, he was quite talented.
It's so crazy though. I don't know. I don't why I never heard about him. I'm such a hip-hop head, bro. Why the fuck I never heard about this, bro? It's you learn something new every day, y'all. You learn something new every day. So watch this video.
Right at home with the rappers he collaborated with.
Oh hell no! That motherfucker probably be copyright like a motherfucker. Hold on.
Apart from his solo career, Lurch formed a group with two other musicians, Dooney Baby and Rick Rock. Together they created a trio known as Cosmic Slop Shop and released one studio album, The Family. From everything I was able to find, this album was also quite good and definitely well put together. Unfortunately, this didn't translate to sales and the album wasn't that successful. They had one song called Sinful that did decent numbers and got a small bit of radio play, but apart from that, the Cosmic Slop Shop weren't all that successful, and although there was a lot of potential and talent within the group, numbers weren't there and the group disbanded in 1999. Of Lurch's musical endeavors in the
I'm not gonna lie. If people were to form groups nowadays, compared to the 90s, I feel like they would have been successful now because it's so much shit that you could do on the internet, bro, to get people's attention. You know what I'm saying, bro? I see what people talk about. It's like when they say back then it was harder to get noticed. You know what I'm saying, versus now, because back then that technology wasn't even all that high it is now. You know what I'm saying? That's the video.
And although he wasn't a famous artist by any stretch, that particular decade wasn't all bad. He got his foot in the door, collaborated with quite a few accomplished rappers, and managed to release a full studio album through a record label with a group that he helped create. It looked like the 2000s might have been the decade that Lurch could truly find his success, but it started off in the exact opposite direction. On the 16th of September 2000, Antron was hit by a drunk driver and was badly injured. In order to cope with the pain that his crash brought him, he started taking PCP, otherwise known as angel dust. A highly...
Oh, damn. So that shit fucked them up that fucking bad, bro. Damn, but if the thing is, bro, them prescription drugs that they be trying to serving us, bro, that shit don't fucking help you for real. That shit makes you worse and worse than what you is, bro. These doctors, they don't give a fuck about us, bro. We make money off them, and they provide us bullshit, bro. I think they provide him the wrong type of drugs, but to make him be like that, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's deeper than this, bro. They don't know what the fuck they prescribe him. and shit. They don't know what the fuck they putting inside that PCP, bro. Come on now, shit crazy, bro. If I see the video,
hallucinogenic drug that also numbs the user. Although it could technically be used to numb somebody's pain, PCP is one of the most intense drugs in the world, as we've learned with so many cases where people do insane things. Well, unfortunately for Lurch and those around him, he would be right in the midst of this insanity less than 18 months after his car crash.
They kill him.
In the early 2000s, Big Lurch had started to perform horrorcore music. It wasn't a new genre by any means of the imagination, and he had definitely dabbled in it before, but he was ready to make a full project in the subgenre. While he was recording this project, he was living in a Los Angeles apartment with a few friends, including 21-year-old Tanisha Yesias and her boyfriend,
beautiful.
Thomas More. On April 9th, 2002, Thomas More and Antron started smoking PCP together. According to Antron and almost all of the people who were in the apartment that night, what actually happened was a blur, but the next morning, one of Tanisha's friends, Alyssa Allen, entered the apartment and found Tanisha's body.
Damn.
Her chest had been torn open. Tooth marks were found on her body and small parts of her remains were seemingly missing. Shortly after this, Antron Singleton was found in the streets of LA near his apartment. He was completely naked, covered in blood, and he was screaming at the sky. He was immediately apprehended and...
Man, when I tell y'all, stop, don't do drugs, y'all. Don't do drugs, bro. Don't do drugs, man. I feel like it was the doctor's fault that they gave him this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was smoking that PCP shit, bro. That shit is fucking crazy. The government, all they ass, bro. Big pharma and them, bro. They don't give a fuck about us. They love when we destroy ourselves, though. They love it, bro. This shit's sad as hell, bro. All this shit could have been prevented, bro. Man, it's crazy.
Into custody. A medical exam was conducted that showed that Singleton had recently consumed flesh that was not his. At first glance, this case was open and shut. Antron Singleton had taken PCP with his friends, and a few hours later, he killed and ate parts of his roommate.
Damn.
Now, it is more convoluted than that, and we'll talk about that soon, but as far as the justice system was concerned, this was more than enough. Singleton pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, but this defense failed, and in 2003, he was found guilty of murder and aggravated mayhem and was subsequently sent to life in prison without the possibility of parole. As I mentioned previously, Antron was working on a horrorcore album, and unfortunately...
You see how one situation can end your life for good, bro? When you doing so good, bro? That shit be so fucking crazy, bro. That one incident. That one fucking incident. So that's this video.
And some of these songs were used against him in court. Specifically the song I Did It To You. A song where he talked about murder in a cold and unabashful way and compared himself to multiple different fictional horror characters and real-life serial killers.
Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jeffrey Dahmer, Charles.
I don't want to hear that.
I
I already told you talk about Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger.
did it.
This song was from the album It's All Bad, and it was actually released by the label that he was working with a year after he was sentenced. A very strange and morbid promotional tactic they used was through the album artwork of this record. It was a Photoshop picture of Big Lurch holding a platter with a human...
When I tell y'all, bro, the labels that you be with, the labels is evil too, bro. They don't respect you, bro. If you send them contracts, bro, they can do whatever with your work. You see how they just released this shit while he was in jail and shit, bro. They just released this shit. The industry is evil, bro. They tell her, man, bro, that's why you gotta own your own shit, bro. For real. Shit crazy, bro. That's this video.
on top of it, very obviously alluding to the horror crime
Yeah.
being committed.
They know what they be doing.
People started to ask some questions. The label were obviously trying to profit off this crime, and this put some...
What I just say? What the fuck I just say, bro? They don't give a fuck about you, bro. They only care about the money that you bring in, bro. They don't give a fuck about what the fuck you going through, bro. That's why you gotta on your own shit, bro. You gotta be independent, bro. They be doing this shit for fucking years, bro. Man, the industry is so evil, bro. So evil, bro. They're so fucking evil. Watch this video.
Casting question marks on the case. The more people looked, the more people found, and as it turns out, there was a lot more discrepancies with this case than people think.
Yes, he was innocent.
Big Lurch didn't necessarily profess his innocence immediately. However, he always claimed that he had no idea what had happened on that night, and that it's entirely possible that there was a lot more to this story. The first reason there may have been some discrepancies was his label. He was signed to a record company called Black Market Records from Sacramento, and it's safe to say that
That's ironic as hell. Y'all know the black market. What? Oh, that's so fucking crazy. Y'all know black market is that's some of that what we do with organ trafficking and shit. And I know in the black people organs is worth a lot of money in the black market. And that shit crazy. That's oh my goodness. It's crazy that it's labeled as he was in that record label. That's crazy as hell, bro. I'm telling y'all, this industry is evil, bro. The people who working, who he signed with, is with that shit, bro. Let's watch this video.
they had quite the reputation. They would promote their artists as dangerous criminals, and they did everything in their power to sell this gangster image to the masses. We already talked about the disturbing album artwork that they released, but what you might not know is that Black Market Records had actually done this before with another artist named X Rated. Rated was another rapper from the Sacramento area who went to prison around 10 years prior for murder. Black Market Records, his label at the time, released 4 albums while he was behind bars, and although it was apparent that X Rated was involved in most of this, it's also very clear that Black Market Records were willing to market his music in whatever way possible. Allegedly, they did the same thing to Big Lurch. Apparently, when they found out that he was smoking PCP for his pain, they decided to provide him with even more drugs in order to authenticate his gangster image and make his music more believable.
And y'all see, man, bro, that's crazy, bro. That shit crazy, bro. Damn, so it was the label fault, bro. They ain't give a fuck about that shit, bro. I see that's what what's going on with. I heard what happened with Juice WRLD, bro. That his labels and people that he surrounded himself with was letting him do this shit, bro. So they could man, oh my god. So they had an agenda set on him, bro. They set that man up, bro. Shit crazy, bro. Let's watch this video.
This same argument was made by Tanisha's mother, Carolyn Stinson, who actually filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the label, claiming that they had fed Antron the drugs that led him to do this. This lawsuit didn't really go anywhere, but this theory remained quite popular for a while. However, it's not the most popular alternative to what happened that night. A documentary called Big Lurch, Rhyme and Punishment was released in 2011, and Big Lurch and Tanisha's mother told us a different side of the story.
As far as her boyfriend, he was a gang member, I believe he the one set all this up. He was beating on her. She had all this stuff
they did set him up.
ready to leave the day all this happened.
They got me high on purpose to take advantage of me.
She got hit in the...
But he just said they got him out on purpose. That's to take advantage of him. Because they see that he was in a vulnerable state of mind. That's why that was happening with Juice WRLD. Because, you know, Juice WRLD was going through depression shit. Was going through depression. He fed him all them drugs and shit, and he ended up ODing and shit, bro. That shit crazy, bro. Them people, you watch who you surround yourself by, bro. Watch them. Because their intentions don't even really be good. You know what I'm saying? Let's watch the video.
Hit her neck with one of the little kids' scooters, because her handprint was on the scooter, bloody handprint, but they said they didn't know who that was. But it wasn't his.
It's not even no proof that I actually did the murder. My prints wasn't on her weapon. It was a dope house. They didn't find no dope in the dope house, though.
She didn't smoke the PCP. It was like somebody pulled it down, you know, the bottle was pulled down her throat because she had so much in her system. They said ain't no way she could have smoked that. Footprints, fingerprints on doors, bloody fingerprint, shoe at the back door, and it's like, where all this evidence go? It was DNA. Who DNA was? They said DNA came up lost. So they made it look like he did all this.
Right, they trying to cover that, and it's so crazy. Oh my God, bro, they did this shit. They trying to cover it up and everything. They're trying to blame him. That's shit fucked up. Even the mama don't think that. That's what happened. She actually believed that something. It was deeper than what it is, bro. Some people be knowing, bro, cause some of the evidence don't be adding up, bro. Sheesh, this was this video.
To her, there's no way he could have done that work because the way she was messed up, hatred had to been there.
Mm-hmm.
And like he said, he didn't hate her.
All right, so that's a lot to digest, so let's quickly break down everything that was just said. Firstly, Carolyn Stinson claims that Tanisha's boyfriend, Thomas Moore, was the man who orchestrated this killing. Apparently, they had been fighting both verbally and physically, and Tanisha was more than ready to
So
leave
she believed that the
apartment
boyfriend
and
did it, not the
Antron
friend.
also believes that he
And
was
blame
set
him
up
for
because
it.
of the amount of PCP
Shit crazy
found
as hell,
in his
bro.
system and her system. According to the medical examination, it was a surreal amount of PCP, and this immediately raised some eyebrows. Secondly, there was a lot of details about the case that was oddly looked over. For example, as Carolyn mentions in the clip, there was a bloody handprint on the scooter that was used in the attack. This handprint did not match Antron's hand, but it was never looked into further. There was also footprints and fingerprints around the actual crime scene that again was not looked into. Furthermore, the tooth marks on the actual body did not match the teeth of Antron, and he actually believes
They set him up, bro. And they trying to cover it up and blame him for it, bro. People is evil. And he doing life in prison for some shit he probably didn't do. I feel like I feel like they put that's what look. From me here's my my observation. So they said they fed Antron the drugs and gave her the drugs too, so they could make him lose his mind and shit. And oh my God, bro, and oh my God, and a friend that was the boyfriend of the girlfriend set both of them up, bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. So they fed them drugs trying to make them get out their right state of mind. Oh my God, this shit is crazy. Oh my God. Let's watch this video.
they more than likely belonged to a baby pit bull that lived in the apartment as well. On top of all of this, there was a lone shoe that was found right by the crime scene that didn't belong to Antron or Tanisha, and this again was not investigated further. It seems like at the very least there was a lot of negligence when it came to this case. Big Lurch did a 36-minute interview with Vlad TV where he spoke about this case further and claimed the only reason he pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity was because his lawyer told him to do so. Since his incarceration, Big Lurch has been studying the law himself to try and get a retrial. So far, this has been unsuccessful, but based on a letter I found that he sent to a fan, he is still optimistic and hopes that a retrial will happen. In all honesty, based on the evidence that wasn't analyzed and the facts that were ignored, it does seem like a retrial should happen. I'm not saying that anybody is innocent or guilty, but when you look at the facts that were ignored, it's clear that there could be something else that happened on that night, and we may not have all the answers. Regardless of the mystery that surrounds that night, the results were the same, and they're absolutely horrific. It was honestly hard to read about the details of that night because of how intense and disturbing they were, and this case has been remembered as one of the darkest moments in hip-hop's history.
That shit crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. That shit is fucking crazy, bro. They set that man up like that, bro. And they blame him for that shit, for her murder, bro. And they say it said they did say it was dog. It was a dog tooth marks up in there, bro. So they really, I feel like they set both of them up to make them lose their mind and shit, before they could be. Oh my god, I can't explain it because it's not coming out of my mouth right. I hate that my mind be racing like that, bro. But this shit is fucking crazy, bro. This shit is sick, and sad. Be careful who you hang around, man. For real, for real. Shit fucked up. But yeah, man, if I have to give a thumbs up, we're gonna give a thumbs down, kind of whap. Cages too, you know what I'm saying? Yes, squad. See you guys next video. I love y'all. Peace out.